Let's now go back to the WordPress stuff after a long JavaScript break. In this section we will discuss very important topics for your theme to be more customizable by other developers, which is a very important thing if you want your theme to be more premium. So in this section we will discuss hooks and child themes. So let's start by discussing hooks. Hooks are a way for one piece of code to interact or modify another piece of code. Or in other words, it's a way for theme and plugin developers to interact with the WordPress core without directly modifying the WordPress core. Directly modifying the WordPress core is not a best practice. Once WordPress updates, anything you modified in the core will be gone. Hooks can also be used by theme developers to allow other developers to interact with your theme without directly modifying your theme for the same reason. If you release an update for your theme, any modifications done by other developers will be gone. There are two types of hooks in WordPress: actions and filters. We will start in this lecture by discussing actions. Actions allow you to run a function at a specific point in the code's execution. Inside your function you can perform some kind of a task, like echoing something or modifying a global variable or maybe modifying something in the database. I think the best way to understand action hooks is to actually create one in our theme to allow other developers to interact with our theme, and then we will take a look at the hooks that are included in the WordPress core. So let's go to, for example, the index of PHP. And let's say you want to allow another developer to add something after the post pagination. So what we can do is open a PHP tag and then call a function called doAction. And then this action should have a name, and it should be prefixed as well. So we can use our prefix, which is theme name, and let's call our action after pagination. Right? So right now this code will do absolutely nothing. And to let this code do something, you should register callback functions to this action. So let's say a user of your theme would like to add some code after the pagination. So what he can do is in the functions, create a new function. And let's call it after pagination. And then echo some text. Now he can register this function to this action. And to do that we type add action. So it takes the name of the action, which is our prefix, and then after pagination, and then the function, which is function name, which is after pagination, and the priority. Right? Let's just try it without the priority for now and see what would happen. Let's go back now to our browser and make sure you have your MEMP server opened and open your website. And after the pagination we have the text, or we still have the JavaScript. We have the text that we added, right? So let's just remove the stuff here. And also the click event that we created. Right, and we can also run the gulp task, change to your theme name, and run npm run start, so that we can refresh the browser whenever we change the code, right? So we've done a great thing here. We're now allowing other developers to run some function at some point in the execution of our code. So in index of PHP, we are allowing developers to hook into this part of the code and run some function. And this is a great feature. We probably won't do this again throughout the theme, but you get the idea. You can use this feature all around your theme. One more thing you can do with actions is you can register multiple functions to the action, right? So we can have another function, and let's call it 2, and add some more text, and then add another action to this hook and change the function name, and let's see what happens. So we now have the 2 texts, right? So you might be wondering what will decide which function will run first, and the answer is the priority. You can add a third argument here, which is a priority. So let's make this one, and let's make this, or actually let's make this one and let's make this 2, so this can run first. And let's save, and as you can see, the second one ran first. If both have the same priority, which was the case first, they both have the default priority, which is 10, they will run according to their order in the code. So this will run first and then this one. Alright, so we've now created an action in our theme. Let's see how to use actions that are provided by WordPress in order to interact with the WordPress core.